Hello, my name is Alex. It's been 3 weeks since I've done this. I feel a bit out of it. It's weird. Hello, my name is Alex and welcome to TechFlow. Hope you're all okay. Today I want to start up a little bit of a discussion with you. A discussion surrounding headphones and the sort of convenience value of them. So Apple did what they do best 2 years ago when they released the iPhone 7 without a headphone jack. They shaped the future of us listening to music, and along with that they released, well, the Apple AirPods, because you didn't have a headphone jack to plug your headphones in, so wireless earbuds were the only way they could really go. Only catch though, they weren't included in the box and they were an extra £150 on top of your already overpriced phone. So personally, I think when the AirPods were first released, Apple could have put a heftier price tag on them. I mean, you've got to think the amount of technology that's fitting in such a small little space that's working wirelessly in unison, and they're two separate devices that are completely in sync. It is revolutionary technology. And I don't go ahead and blame Samsung and Google for creating their own equivalents with things like the Samsung Buds, because they are, and again, the same price as the AirPods, give or take. Fitting all that technology inside of that small space can't be easy, and it really does feel awesome, like you're in the future when you have a set of wireless earbuds in, and let's even take it a step further, smartwatch on your wrist, you're out on a run, you don't have your phone on you, but still you're listening to all your tunes just with a watch and two things in your ears. It is insane, full stop, but it's expensive. So introduce the Offknox i88. They're knockoffs of the original Apple AirPods. So these are essentially identical to AirPods, except they are matte black. Now, Offknox, the company that make these, actually do a white version, but I wanted the black version because matte black everything. These things look so cool. Now, the company that make these Offknox, they actually make a more expensive version, which are more of a one-to-one exact copy of AirPods. Like, they look identical, actual Apple box and a lightning port at the bottom, where these ones are more tailored to an Android user, coming with a micro USB. Talking about that, let's take a little bit of a tour of what you're getting here for $45 or around £35 here in the UK. Remember that convenience value you're paying all those bucks for if you go with Apple, Google or Samsung. Reduced cost here, so something's got to be amiss. So right above that already mentioned micro USB port, there is 4 little lights that light up from left to right, indicating how much charge you have left in what I assume to be the case of this unit, not the actual individual pods themselves. There's actually no way of telling how these are charged, like you can with AirPods. The battery life on these, as I've been testing them, I've been on some 45-minute runs and I've also worn them in the gym for over an hour and they haven't stopped playing. Albeit we'll get onto sound quality a little bit later because you don't want to turn these things up too loud. But other than that, these ones have a matte black finish. They also do them in a white. These are the cheaper version that they do. As I say, they have the AirPod rip-off versions that are about $60. So if you guys want us to check those out, then let us know with a like rating and a comment down below. But pretty much same sort of flap as the AirPods, and then these little pods just sort of come in and out like that. Again, identical to AirPods, and the same sort of fit as well. So if AirPods don't fit in your ears, these probably won't. So when you actually take them out of the box, straight away they power on. And then from what I've gathered so far, the right unit is the master unit, and this is the slave unit. So this one doesn't actually talk to you, that one does. And the music is already playing. They've already connected and it's already playing. So the convenience value here is brilliant. So if you want some cheap wireless buds and you're not really that bothered about sound quality, so far, so good. Now, the next thing that I was really impressed with these is the fact that you can tap them and it plays and pauses the music. However, you can't customize this, and right now, it's actually not working at all. It double tap worked. Yeah, it is skipping the track now and pausing it, but it is a little bit wishy-washy. It's a little bit here and there. Now, the main thing I wanted to boast about with these, taking them out in public, is the fact that they look like AirPods, but they're matte black. So everybody in the gym, when I was wearing these, I saw them, everybody looking. They must be thinking, how has that kid got matte black AirPods? And little did they know, they're quarter of the price of AirPods and not even AirPods. They look so cool. So we've covered the two main bases of headphones so far, for me anyway. We've got the convenience value of some buds like this, and we've got the looks. And these things, well, they tick both. And battery life coming in at around an hour in my testing seems to be passable, with the AirPods only lasting 2 to 3. So the last thing to talk about essentially is the sound quality of these. And this is where this review just goes from like uphill to sharply downhill. You're gonna have to strap in for this one. So essentially, if all of you right now get your phone out of your pocket and locate the tinny little speaker on the bottom of your phone and set your phone to a really low volume, play some music on your phone and put that phone speaker right in your ear, that's what these essentially sound like. It's not very good at all, but there's a way around it. So I am primarily a Spotify and Tidal user. Now, luckily enough for me, Spotify on my iPhone has a built-in equalizer that you can literally go ahead and change the different frequencies on a scale. Now, I haven't tested this with the inbuilt equalizer on the iPhone itself because you don't have that sort of granular control of moving sort of each spectrum up and down. You just get things like jazz, hip hop, and extra bass, which is essentially what I was doing with my equalizer. I was adding a little bit of extra bass to make these things sound, well, they still sort of sounded under average. And the problem was that when you added the extra bass, you couldn't have them very loud at all because they would just distort. You had to have them on probably about half volume, which is a major shame, because as soon as I got these things out of the box, put them in, figured out that they worked 100%, and then listened to the sound quality, it was just a disappointment because everything before that was just amazing. So if you're after convenience value, then these things, yeah, they give that to you for a quarter of the price of AirPods. But if you really itch for that sound quality, well, you're gonna have to go for something a wee bit more expensive. But that is just the price you have to pay to fit technology into something this small. And also,
this is the sort of sound quality your receiving call is going to sound like through the i88 headphones. I use my AirPods for a lot of calls, so the microphone quality is really important. And this is what you'll be dealing with right now.
So I would be taking conference calls that are sort of 30 minutes to an hour long over Skype with my AirPods in. Wouldn't be doing that with these, but for quick calls here and there, 2 to 3 minutes, yep, on the other end you can hear what's going on, but it's not the nicest experience. So let's wrap this up. So looks, A-OK, matte black AirPods. Convenience factor, yes, these things work, and they work well, and they connect quickly, as demonstrated in this video. Sound quality is passable if you EQ it, add a little bit extra bass, but bear in mind you won't be able to have these things very loud. And talking quality, audio quality, microphone quality is, again, passable at best. But yet again, £35, $45. If you don't have the money to get a true pair of wireless headphones like the Apple AirPods or the Google Buds or the Jaybird Frees, then you can't really go wrong, can you? I can't really say they're bad because they're £35. They're not 150. So for now, mine has been Alex. All the links you guys will need will be in the description. And yeah, we'll hopefully see you guys in the next one. Adios.